Please do not break a fan, comrade.
Well, I broke the fan in my car. In a racing game.
Oh, okay. I was like, what did you do to your Camry?
Hammer!
FBI, open up!
Break her bed, not her heart. Chainsaw!
I don't know why this sparked this in my head, but you mentioned starting Jujutsu Kaisen. Have you begun that yet, or is it something to begin?
Already begun it.
Begun on?
Begun it.
Just gets louder and closer. So tell me, what episode are you on?
Let's see, I don't remember. It's when big guy beats the crap out of that one main cast dude.
Big guy beats. Hold on.
Because like the principal brought over his two top students to bully the remaining ones.
What?
The host sister who's like, hey, you can't even use cursed energy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm there.
You're at the sister school exchange event.
Yep.
Oh, and as far as big dude goes, that's Toro.
Yeah.
I love that man. He's great.
Toro.
He's just wait until you see his ability. It's hilarious. It's literally
but
named...
so far, all he's done is punch!
I know, he hasn't needed to bring out his technique, and that's the best part. Can you guess what it's called? Boogie Woogie. I think it's called Boogie Woogie.
The Boogie Woogie.
Let me double check. Oh, by the way, I'm Aaron.
I'm Randy. And this...
is Tangents, probably.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Who knows at this point? I mean, it's too many episodes, man. Maybe we should just, take another month hiatus. No one wants to see it anyway.
Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Let's be honest here. I think we both recognize that this is just an excuse to hang out.
Yeah, of course. Of course. Maybe I should just keep sleeping in for the next month.
Please do not.
Of course not.
That would hurt my bones.
By the way, is bones another word for soul, or am I actually going to steal the calcium out of your skeleton?
Steal the calcium.
Oh my god.
Well, let me just double check. What are you picking at?
This thing, man. It's funky. The missing knob.
Where in the world? Oh, cool. His English voice is the same one that does Joker. Where is his ability? Would you show it to me? Oh yeah, do you like how he gauges people?
Oh yeah, he goes,
what is your type of woman?
What kind of woman are you after? Alright. What kind of woman is your type? He's just like, mine is tall, with a big ass!
Carefully yelling that. I love to think about how the other people feel hearing this. Just mine is tall with a big ass. Like Jennifer Lawrence.
Main character already forgot his name.
Itadori.
Right. Itadori walks in, he's like, his interview, he's like, my name is Itadori. My type of woman is people like Jennifer Lawrence. Oh my god.
Oh,
came off. I was not expecting that. Yep, I can screw it back on.
Yeah, it's literally Boogie Woogie. Yep, it's literally Boogie Woogie. I love that. is hilarious.
I wonder if that's just the translated name or not.
No. Like it put like the stuff there and how it's supposed to be pronounced. And it's literally Boogie Woogie.
The Boogie Woogie Daro!
That's good content.
Boogie Woogie Daro!
I don't know. I like it. He's the man.
He has the Boogie Woogie power.
He sure does. Tell me, what else are you getting into? Crack cocaine?
I'm getting into a disappointment about Log Horizon 3.
What do you mean? I haven't been keeping up with it too well.
More politics. And you know what they did to us? They did us exactly one better. Fuck. Hold on, let me remember.
From season 2? Like with the one episode China server?
Right. I'm trying to remember the name of the China server.
I can't remember it either, but go on.
Because Urid is the name of the Europe server. But then China is... See,
I know it was something...
The writer has started writing politics, but while he wasn't, Volume 11 slapped. It slapped.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what they did? 2 episodes.
No.
Yes.
You're kidding me.
I'm not. They're covering 2 volumes. And 2 episodes for one of them.
You're kidding me.
I'm not.
That's not fun. I am not laughing. Literally, something that needs... I'd almost argue that
we read it, so we don't need that fucking stupid shit.
But I want
watched it anyway.
But I want it.
I mean, they did an okay job exploring the relationship this time, but come on, 2 episodes is not enough.
I'd almost argued that they should have just taken all of the Asia server content
and made it a season.
Mm-hmm. But I think they're worried, like, oh no, people won't like it because it's not main characters.
But it's better.
Yeah, it literally is better. Because it just... You
have more tension, more action, and less politics.
And also more defined, I feel like a bit more of a better defined storyline because we know where they're going. They're actively moving somewhere instead of trying to find the path of going somewhere. Like,
fucking...
It takes until the end of...
Tono is rolling in his fucking jail cell because that is horrible.
Jail cell?
What? He committed tax evasion.
I keep forgetting that. That's hilarious.
He said, I'm going to do a pro-writer move and commit tax fraud.
I just can't believe that he actually just was like, tax fraud.
I feel like after the first season when books got popular, he was like, wow, this is a lot of money, and literally just forgot.
There's a lot of money. What if I kept it? But
what if I didn't let the government literally rob me?
I don't know. It took it took until the end of season 2 for them to like kind of get the idea that going home was a feasible thing they could shoot for. You know, it became more of a defined goal.
No, at the beginning they decided, you know what? We ought to go home. And then at the end, they're like, we're going to make a pathway between here and there.
Yeah, it really just dimma-doo.
You know what they haven't focused on? Besides mentioning it?
What?
Making the path there.
Yeah, well, I mean,
they, one of the things with the new and improved Roundtable Council,
we're careful, I haven't caught up with it yet,
is that they're going to focus on contacting the moon.
Nice.
Okay, so that's going to be squared away, and they introduced a new genius.
Nice, but I don't know. It's just
and also new old characters. Yeah, old characters in Elder Tales from back when the level cap was 50. And new characters to us. So yeah,
nice. Because that was the allure of Log Horizon Season 3. It's like, hey, it's covering content that they haven't translated yet, you know? I can experience something new, and it's just the politic. Like, they literally cut down peak content in favor of politics. If that isn't a shame, I don't know what is.
I need to cut them down.
That is a shame, and that is shameful.
Mm-hmm.
But what isn't shameful, and what I think we both love to see, is Horimiya. which is apparently ending soon.
It honestly saved me from like regretting saying that this anime season was going to be awesome.
Well, in some ways it has been. Like, I've been watching ReZero, Jujutsu Kaisen, obviously. You know, Horimiya has been slapping. This other anime called Wonder Egg Priority. That's 4 good anime.
But the one I was most psyched for was just kind of a letdown.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Log Horizon, I was like...
I'm going to finish it out, because it's only like 3, 4, something like that, more episodes. But god damn, it's gonna hurt.
Mm-hmm. It already hurts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, the thing is, I was like, oh cool, they explore what happens in China when I was watching the anime, and then I read the light novel, and I'm like, what the
And just, excuse me, and I mean it when I say this, what the heck, partner? It's just, why, I don't understand. Like, okay, if they had reduced the first one to 2 chapters, or not 2 chapters, 2 episodes, I maybe could have gone like, okay, at least they, you know, we could have gone like, sure, they weren't able to do it justice, but at least they didn't, you know.
But it's half of one.
It just hurts me.
You need to stop there and say, but it's half of one.
Yeah. It just,
and hurts. So, this next time they gave us, like, quadruple the output, but it's still about 1/8 of what they needed.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, even if they're, like, increasing how much content is in each one, that's still an issue because at the end of the day, it's still, like, it's going to mess up the good pacing that the volumes had. Like, you know, things happen naturally. There's a progression of things, you know. It you know, you're with them, you know what I mean.
Okay. So one of the things that I do appreciate, though, is that Rudy has caught on to the fact that Minori going after Shiroe is fucking bullshit.
What do you mean?
Because the whole thing right now is Isuzu is cheering her on.
Mm.
And so he's like, Isuzu, why don't you just stop, man? That's, like, not epic, dog. And she's like, oh, come on, you buzzkill.
The audience, everyone disliked that. No, it's just like, it's literally, again, like, I don't know if we talked about this on the podcast, but that's such a, that's not even a 50-50 of, oh, what'll he choose? It's a child. It's a child. It's a child. No.
Going to kill you.
Scott's going to kill you too.
Yep.
He's taking us both to the firing squad.
No, he is the firing squad and his gun is a ball peen hammer.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Scott. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Scott.
Oh no.
Haven't switched away from real names yet.
Same.
Wait, I mean, these are our real names. Oops.
No, I'm kidding. They know these are fake names. But it's fine. Anyway,
Randy dropped a real name. I love that. Randy drops a real name.
But where was I?
We were talking about the retardation of the pedophilia pet.
Oh yeah, it's so stupid because like usually in romance mangas or whatever, or you know any medium that employs the use of the forbidden love triangle, emphasis on forbidden, there's at least a feasibility between some of the
there's a question.
Yeah, it's like question. Okay, each one of them is standing at the starting line of like, okay, even if I don't like this person,
maybe I can. I'm going to
Stop
screw this in all
stuff.
the way. Never mind. There's stuff in the way.
Thank you. Anyway.
There is a chance. You look at them and you're like, yeah, maybe if this or this changed, or if I could look at this way, they'd be. It's like, you know, I could go out with them, but child.
It's like quintessential quintuplets. I use that a lot, but you know, at the very least, that's what I'll give harem, medium. The media, I mean, or you know, mangas and anime, is I will give it that. Is that they do kind of make sure that all of the characters are relatively on the same ground. They just have to also make sure that the personality types are rather vivid, so that way, you know, we as the viewers,
you don't look at like 6 carbon copies.
Yeah, And, you know, you don't get that with quintessential quintuplets, which is big preach. But again, back to Log Horizon, you just don't have that. You have person... I think he might be going to jail for more than tax evasion. One of them looks like a child, but is a woman in the head. And the other is a child in body and mind.
Oh, one of them looks like a child. Don't know. One of them got asked out. One of them got asked out by a middle schooler at the end of high school, and the other is a child. It's just a middle schooler.
Mamari Tono, do you have something you want to tell to the rest of the class?
Is there something you're not telling us?
Because it's just okay. It's kind of weird, you know. It's just the two options are childlike.
Normally, when I say, you know, like, is there something you're not telling us? It's a trap joke. But come on, man. Like, dog,
that's my bones. You're taking them. And I can do nothing about it.
Who knows? Maybe he just likes cute girls, and having two 19-year-old short-ass ladies is, like, completely unfeasible.
I suppose, but it doesn't hurt my bones any.
She's 21 and he's 23.
Literally, it's literally Akatsuki or nothing. Like, if he went the Minori route...
Akatsuki or Henrietta.
Oh yeah, you're right. I don't know.
If Henrietta sees that, he's like, the hell are you all talking about? We need to save the world, and makes her move.
Why do you all keep feeding me cakes and sending me pictures of you in odd situations? Why are you so horny all the time? Why'd you send me a new swimsuit? I don't want to see. I just want to have fun with you guys. Like, why are you so horny all the time? I just want to have fun with you guys. I just want to get to know you.
Oh yeah. Mad spoilers for LHA, Log Horizon Abridged. Literally 5th episode, Shiroi and Akatsuki have already done it.
Oh, that just happens.
Yeah, it's to get rid of that, because it's so annoying to dance around.
Yeah, it just hurts me that it's like, I don't want to... The main issue... I don't want to see the author waste pages on something that is essentially fruitless. It does not make me excited to see where this develops. It makes me worry that I'm getting put on a watch list other than the mass piracy one.
Well, we aren't on a watch list yet because they immediately arrest us.
Good thing. It's just I just
they
don't
knock
get
on
it.
your door and say, FBI, open up! And you're like, come in. And they're just, what? Yeah, come in. I know why you're here.
And walk in the door and trigger like a trap of some sort.
No, and then you show them your Tachiyomi app.
They're just like, hey, I like this.
Is this why you're here, officer?
Yeah, it is. Go ahead and hand it over. You pull the app out of your phone, hand it to him.
You literally pull out a data chip and you're just like, here you go. Ping! And flip it to him like a coin.
I don't know, it just hurts. That, like, again, it's just a waste of my time. I'm not rooting for the main character to get with the child. Like, why? Why? It's just that, but I see pedophiles. I'd love to see...
I see pedos!
I honestly would love to try to see... I would love to see someone try to defend that. I'd love it. I'd love to be able to just consistently call him a pedophile after that.
Okay. So what I think it's actually going to do is she's going to bring up what, you know, all of her efforts are eventually because, you know, Shiro Dance. You know, and he's going to be like, Minori, what? Huh? I thought you were here to learn.
I thought you were here to learn. Why do you keep doing this all the time?
I didn't know you were down so bad.
Well, it's not like he's going to do anything to fix about it, but the main issue that I have is that because Rule 34 exists, it means that it isn't...
Someone has already made the art.
And I'm just not here for it. I am down bad because of that. I am down without recovery in sight.
You are implying that you...
oh, wrong thing. Wrong implication.
You are bleeding the fuck out.
Well, I mean, the sort of...
It is round 100. You have ray gun, and you are on the floor.
It just hurts me that, you know, that it's fueled to somebody else's fire like that. I don't want it to be. I wish we could just, you know, shall we say, take all the pedophiles behind a shed and just, you know, do what nature calls for. And this handy gun I found.
And defeat them with the power of friendship and this handy shotgun I found.
We need a shotgun racking sound. Like, I'm talking about a soundboard that I hit a button for. Speaking of, I'm getting stuff set up to strem.
Nice. Nice, I know. You told me. And strem you will.
I'm gonna be a doomer.
Goomer doomer. What are you gonna have? OBS right here, Discord right there, Twitch right there, and
I could. I thought about just pulling up, since I have the desk base, just pulling up like Twitch on my iPad to manage chat that way.
Mm-hmm.
It could work. It could work.
And then instead of, you know, trying to get out of Doom because you can't, you just pull up your iPad and you're like, oh, horny on main, horny on main, horny on main.
Oh, what a beautiful sight to see. People on horny on main just appearing in front of me.
They give you $500 for hand pics.
No! No. The second someone asks me for feet pics, they're getting the gun. I don't care if you live in a country that is not America. I'm practicing my Second Amendment rights.
It's a good thing they can't offer money for things. They have to give it to you and then ask.
Tier 3 sub for feet pics, and I'm just like, shut up. Get out of my chat. It's like, don't do that. Like, it's like that VTuber thing I saw, the VTuber feet thing, and I'm like, okay, listen, it's funny that, you know, people like VTubers and all. I'm one of them, but...
Not feet.
You don't do
I'm going to have to steal your toes for that.
Yeah. I don't mention VTubers around other people, because it's like, I've met a few people who are just... I've met a few people who are just like, I don't know, VTubers are so weird and everything, and I'm just like... Not going to tell you I watch them. Definitely not doing that. Not doing that. Not doing that.
I introduce people to the idea of it. And what I tell them is, so, you know, recently I've been watching, like, streamers with, like, avatars and stuff. And then eventually it gets to the point where I tell them, yeah, it's basically anime girls play Minecraft.
Yeah.
And I was saying this to somebody who was, like, basically, he was on his 2 weeks, right? And to put it in no worse way than I can come up with in my mind, he was a man of the hood. He was a man of the hood.
Okay, then.
He left Toyota for McDonald's. That should give you a perfect image.
A man of the hood. That is quite a 180.
Right? And then one of my work friends over to my right is like, hey, yo! Are you talking about VTubers? And I'm like, yeah!
Wait, so this is all with people who are working at McDanktown?
Uh-huh. McDrinkalink.
McDank memes.
McDookie Pookie.
McDidoo-doo-doo-da-da-da-da. It's an actual song by the Police.
I know.
It's great, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like it. Sometimes it comes on at work and I'm just like...
McDorifto!
Why don't you pursue some VTubers, just kidding?
Why don't you pursue some bitches, Josuke?
I don't know why you say that makes me laugh so hard, but it's just funny.
Because it's believable.
I've read the arc and I know it.
Yeah, you could hear that villain going, why don't you pursue some bitches, Josuke?
The user's kind of a cuckold like that. He's kind of an e-boy, so it fits. Oh, man. Well, I'm not going to say the dude's name, but the dude with the drip would be funny. Oh, my word.
He just walks up like, Josuke. So I see. You are pulling up on me.
No, Scott,
when he's be pulling up on me.
Scott, when he doesn't understand our interest anymore, us, why don't you pursue some VTubers, Scott? And then he gets hit with a chair because he says no.
No, he gets hit with a chair because what is it? Jessica won't let him.
Yeah.
We hit them both with the chair. We double team them.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm allowed to say this next bit, and I don't exactly just want to put it on tangents without, permission. So I'm just going to mute myself and mention my funny, and we're just going to come back to it afterwards. So, Scott, you got some more time on your hands. But yeah,
why don't you pursue some... Well, hold on. wrong intonation. Why don't you pursue some VTubers, Jessica?
I need to remember to put that on the vault that, I still haven't taken the new episode off. I know, I love that.
Jules K. I don't even say the U anymore.
I wonder if just pursuing is taken on Twitch. That's just my name, is just pursuing.
Pursuing some bitches.
Howdy, folks. I'm pursuing some... It works. I love usernames like that that fit into a sentence, like, that fit naturally into an introduction, like...
Alright, thanks for stopping by. I'm gonna go back to pursuing some bitches.
Remember, the other parts of this domicile can hear you. And you see, it's reasons like this that I'm like, people would love this podcast. It's just funny. Where else do you hear people telling you to pursue some...
memes?
Yeah, pursue some memes, namely this podcast.
Yeah, this podcast is just a really long meme.
Oh yeah, but it's funny, okay?
It's funny once you get to the good parts. Otherwise, it's just kind of empty.
This episode title, why don't we pursue some tangents, Aaron and Ray?
Pursuing tangents.
Mm-hmm. It's just funny. Man, it's just you and I just like in sailor attire running from, the drip. Running from the drip.
Running from the drip, man. It's a new way I don't like to be. I'm just running from the drip, man. Come on, run away with me. We are running from the drip, man. Yes, I want to know. No, I don't want to see.
I love your ability to ad-lib music. You're just like, it's lyrics time.
I've had practice.
You're pursuing some lyrics, aren't you, Randy?
I'm pursuing some lyrics.
I'm serious, though. Like, once you head home tonight, or once we get you home tonight, I'm so making that into a video. I'm sending it to my Jajolian servers.
Nice.
There's some funky do people on there that'd appreciate that.
Maybe you could pull from this podcast in case it's even better.
Why? No. I know what I'm putting my Discord status as. Why don't you pursue? What should it be? Why don't you pursue some what?
Why don't you pursue some waifu PNGs?
Why don't you pursue some waifu, son?
Wait, put quotation marks around pursue.
Oh, man. See, this is why I think our stuff is better suited to maybe a live streaming format. Because this stuff live would be hilarious.
People would click on and we'd do this shit and they'd be like...
I like how you're just perfectly able to emulate a witch's cackle. It's wonderful.
You know what Skate be like?
Yeah.
I like how whenever he's like doing a tiny laughs, he goes gee. Kind of like what is it? Fuck, I'm forgetting his name. It's a fairy tale Tetsu Tetsu.
Fairy tale Tetsu 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 Tetsu.
Yes. He does the iron thing.
Gajiel.
Yeah, God. How the hell did you remember that name when you haven't watched as much Fairy Tail?
I literally watched up until the final season.
Oh, I see, but you didn't read the manga.
I did not.
I like how, as soon as I remember Gajiel, I remember all the other names.
It's just the key has been turned and the lock undone.
And then the names come to me.
And let's have some fun. Oh, man. Why don't we pursue some conversational topics?
Well, who knows?
Tell me. How are I haven't asked this in a while, but how are things going with the friend who drives?
We've kind of like had silent channels for a long time now.
Oh.
Yeah.
I see. Is that for lack of trying or just, things just haven't lined up?
A little bit of both.
I see.
Because, it's like someone who's still in the school versus Mr. Working Man in the middle of the night.
Yeah, that's fair. Just do. Strangers in the night.
Except in the school.
In the school.
Strangers in the school.
Walking around at night. Trying to find a flashlight. Strangers in the night. Just.
There we go. The mic picked that one up. Hopefully.
Yeah, I gotta get a sound bar though. That's the one thing that I just want to have fun with. I just want to make. Oh yeah, did I tell you my idea? With the exception of like. Or I don't know. I'm trying to decide how I want to do it. I want to make it to where all of my like bit donations and what's it called? Like bit donations, subscriptions and all. I want to make it to where they're like sneezes and coughs on my end. So people just don't know if I've nosed it. So it's just like, tier 3 sub is just it just sounds really awful and like I'm dying.
Because you don't know how to pay it back.
Yeah. However, I'd rather just have big McThankies from McSpankies, and the higher tier up you go, the more bass boosted it is.
And then once it's a tier 5...
Big McThankies from McSpankies.
Big McSpankies from McThankies, yep.
That's just it. No.
And when you just kind of donate, it's like, Big McSpankies from... And the more you donate, the more bass boosted that is. Big McSpankies.
No. Big Ankies from McThankies.
Big. The more we tear apart the phrase, the funnier it gets.
Oh man, Big McThankies from McAnkies.
Big McAnkies from Ankies. Ankies.
We broke it down. We literally just carefully and gently broke down a meme.
Thankies, spankies.
Oh wait, no. If we tried to mix McThankies, it would just wind being McAnkies.
Thmankies.
This sounds like you have a speech impediment. Big Thmankies.
Thmankies.
Oh, Big McThankies from Thmankies.
Big McThankies from Thmankies.
Oh man,
from Mick Thmankies.
Oh man.
Just put some sodium chloride on there. Okay, Jimmy Fucktron. It's salt, not sodium chloride.
Listen, man. Everyone knows it's sodium chloride. But, by using bigger words, that doesn't make you seem like you have a bigger brain. In fact, it makes you seem like a smaller brain, or rather, a lesser intelligence that you feel the need to supplement with giant words. I just saw a video like that just tearing him down. It was funny. I just love the idea that Skeet has more than 3 brain cells.
And he still talks like he has half.
No. He has 4 brain cells, but the 4th one is used exclusively for roasting people.
Especially Jimmy Fucktron.
My God. I just love how just in retrospect, just how, as a child, like, Skeet's like, okay, Mr. Magic Man, and treatment of Jimmy comes across as just, oh, he's just, he doesn't understand Jimmy. But as an adult, it's like...
Wow, he really understands Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah, and also just like...
And he has a sword in hand about it.
But also, we both work food service. We know that Skeet has way too much on his plate to deal with Jimmy's nonsense. If somebody walked into, like, the yogurt shop and just had just salt for some reason and dropped in there, just like, you know, oh, it's just some sodium chloride, I can fix it. I'd kill him. I'd come over the counter, beat him. I'm kidding, I wouldn't actually kill him, but my word would I tell them to get out of my shop quickly.
I'd throw something at them and be like, leave! Oh, wait. Hold on. Still inside your house.
Yes.
I'd literally throw a smoothie at them.
You just carefully make yogurt and... Last night, I forget if I mentioned this, 5 minutes to close and people were still coming in.
Yep.
5 minutes to close. And
that sounds exactly like McSpankies.
McSpankies.
McDingies.
McAnkies.
McDavinkies.
Let's go to Ankies. Ankies.
That sounds exactly like McDavinkies.
It's Ankies is the derivative of ankles, as Angie is the derivative of angry.
McAngry. McAngie.
No, talk me. I'm McAngie.
Wait, no. Mick, come back.
Mick, no. Come back.
No, Mick, wait. Come back.
I forget who it is that draws small Byleth, but I love that content. It's just, any character small just warms my heart. It's good content.
You know, sometimes I like kicking boxes.
Well, don't do that. There's screws on there.
Oh, no.
And why do that when there's screws in the chair? Making a podcast.
It's just like, yes, I'm sitting on screws. There are screws inside my ass, and you can't take them out.
Don't have a screwdriver with me. Couldn't if I wanted to.
Just use your grip strength.
Man, can you imagine if we had threaded holes?
Oh my god.
You could just store... Okay, that would be kind of cool for, like... Okay, imagine modification...
applying armor with the threaded hole because you screw it into your body.
Imagine, like, modifications to one's body based on, like, their occupation. So, like, people who are, like, in a line of work that required, like, construction, they'd have, like, you know, rivets in their hands for, like, putting in, like, nails or such, or, like, you know, a hollow in their arm for putting in, like, maybe a hammer or some screwdrivers or such. Like, equipment modifications. That would be cool.
Or no,
but whatever, body horror, so my word, no.
What everyone has is a latch. You undo it, and you flip it over, and then you have a hole in between your two forearm bones to store stuff.
Yeah. However, the only issue is that if it came loose, you'd be rattling. And I don't like carrying around change for the reason of, I don't want to be one of those kind of, like, obnoxious dudes in public who jingles when he walks. Like
part 3 Jotaro.
Kind of, yeah. But
chain.
He has a chain that's bigger than my will to live. Of course it's going to clink.
Of course, each link is bigger than my comic.
I think my will to live jokes are better than your,
my comic jokes.
Nice cock I don't have.
Sounds like you're about to steal one.
Must make bigger.
Oh my gosh, how do you intend to do that?
Apple juice I must consume.
Why specifically apple juice?
Because it has something in it that aids pee-pee growth.
I
have to drink it while you're growing, and me, not growing anymore.
It's like how I always drank milk growing up, and with the exception of my back growing in an S, I just became tall. And also my bones can rival Wolverine. I just literally, I bang my knee. Something that kind of gives me the idea that I might have better bones than most people is how many times I have on points smashed my knee and not cracked it. Because, like, I feel like that should yield injury. You know. And then there was that one time that I kneed a light and broke it.
Oh, hey, you know, I know exactly why I ended up cracking my knee.
Oh, hell.
Okay, so, I got, I took a knee, except I did it flying like 10 miles an hour.
You took a knee, except, you know, you did it flying 10 miles an hour.
And then, of course, because, you know, dumb kid brain, I'm like, oh, it's fine. And my knee hits the ground, and I'm like, oh, shit. That was the first time I had ever cussed in school.
Aw. That is most unfortunate.
And the second time, I said it really, really loud for some reason.
Yeah. I don't know what it is about, like... Were, like, 6th grade, or, like, when you were in 6th grade, were people just kind of... Were, like, kids just kind of like, hey, we swear now? Like, what... Like, I think it was, like, about 6th grade that I noticed that the kids around me were like, we swore. We're gonna use big boy words. 5th.
5th for me.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I didn't go to 5th grade at my school. I was homeschooled that year.
Yeah. About half of them were repeating a year.
Oh, okay. So 6th grade is the...
And the other half just kind of picked it up from them, so...
So probably 6th grade.
I think it's the year you want to cuss, but you still have morals.
Yeah, because out here, 6th grade is the start of middle school, so it's like a step up.
Yeah.
You know.
You start walking to your class instead of, being in your class all day.
Yeah, they did that to us at 4th grade. They were like, okay, you can... It's a small school. Just walk to your class or something. I don't care. They were just like, yeah, just do it. Still just one part of the school, but we moved.
Oh. I see.
Why don't you pursue some energy already?
I'm sorry. I cannot.
Don't you have more in your tonic over there?
What tonic? That's lemon tea.
Pretend.
Alright, sure, why not? I'll just go take a shit real quick and I'll be all better.
If you have to go, then go.
No, it's a joke about what it does.
Double checking. I don't want you to have to hold it or anything. Oh yeah, I'm curious about your message. Why are you afraid to ask management about something like that?
About what?
You said you were like, yeah...
I was afraid to shit. Because we were in the middle of a super busy period.
I see.
And also it's the manager who's always like, well then hurry up!
Oh, there is one like that?
Yeah.
Yikes.
Because, we're usually in a very busy period.
Well, yeah, but that's the nature of McDonald's.
Especially when that manager's around.
I mean, if that's just... Well, I mean, that's just McDonald's.
And it seems like her natural state of being is making everything a federal fucking issue.
Oof.
But...
What do you mean a federal issue?
I respect it. Like, top priority. Like, throwing a fit about it and shit like that.
Oh.
Yeah, but I respect that because, it gets things done.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I'd be like, shut up. It's just McDaniels.
Yeah. The coloring group that I'm a part of, we're having a bit of issues because up until, like, I think I mentioned this, like, up until, like, I want to say, like, Monday, we were sitting at, like, a little over halfway done with the project. They've had almost a month, and the due date is, like, tomorrow or the day after. And we were only, like, a little over halfway done. It hurt my bones. Like, to say the very least, it hurt my bones. And, we're like, okay, this is an issue. But one of the admins is like, doesn't want to put pressure on anybody, Doesn't want it to feel like there's needless pressure, I guess, is a better way of representing his point. And it's one of those things that I'm like, you know what? I understand not, wanting to come across as an authoritarian, moderator. I don't want to be someone who's just breathing down your neck like, so what progress have you made, my boy?
So, where's that page, boy?
How about we take a step over here and pursue some progress? Hmm?
How about you and your dumbass pursue some progress?
Yeah, and we don't want to be like that. We all three of us have agreed, like, yeah, we don't want to do this. However, with this sort of, when we're looking at something like this, with the lack of progress, I'm just like, listen, bring down the hammer. At this point, not bringing down the hammer hurts us way more than bringing it down. Not bringing it down hurts us way more than bringing it down does. So it's like, it's a little bit of
Did y'all essentially grab a mic and say, hurry the fuck up?
Didn't necessarily do that, but we're like, okay, this next chapter we're introducing rules like, oh yeah, we're moving up the due date. If you don't, and we're making, like, we're going to set, like, specific deadlines of, like, you have to show us progress by then. We want to see that you are actually doing something instead of just sitting on your cheeks playing Minecraft all day.
Some Minecraft is okay, but work on the dang colors.
Yeah, and it's like, you know what? We understand. You know, if people have a good reason for it, and they're like, hey, family sick, I'm sick, fått bear, you know, something like that. You know,
are missing.
Yeah,
finding prosthetic.
Something that prohibits them from coloring. It's like, we understand. Just let us know. Don't just sit around doing sweet FA and all that. So it's like this next chapter is going to be interesting, but there's a hiatus chapter, so I think we're going to be trying out some stuff. You know, just kind of seeing how certain things with moderation go. But essentially, we made the server from scratch, and you know I joined because the admin was like, "Hey, how do you feel about joining the coloring project? I saw you gave it a go. Looks good. You want to join?" And I'm like, "Sure, why not?" Joins. You were promoted to admin, and I'm like, "What?"
Wait a second.
For like the first few weeks, I was like, "Wait, I'm an admin?" Like it was like, I'm glad that thank y'all for being my admins and everything. I'm like, I am, or moderators rather, but and I was like, I guess I am that. I guess I am doing that because I just thought it was just another channel that I just had access to. It didn't occur to me that I was like big man on project because I was just suggesting ideas and stuff. It's like, hey, I think this would look nice. I think this might do better and everything. And now I'm just kind of
and they're just casually considering what you say because you are an admin. Yeah.
I mean, we all suggest things, help work on them, and just keep the project going. Like. It's a fun feeling, but at the same time, it brings me a bit of stress, like with today's, or might have been yesterday's issue of hitting someone with the band hammer. It just hurt me.
Be gone!
Literally just took the time. I literally just took the time to give them a chance to extend an olive branch and explain, you know what? Things happen. Here's your second chance. And they just said, it was too long for them. They literally just said, I'm not reading all that. So, whatever. And it's just like, okay. And I bring out the hammer. Well, I didn't do it. The server admin himself was like, okay, let me.
And it's okay. I have it. Thunder strikes his hammer as he brings it down.
Just dorime.
Oh, lightning.
Well, I think that, like, the realization when the second they said, I'm not reading that, the dorime kicked in. However, the song's actually called Ameno. Just dorime, interino adapare dorime, ameno, latiremo, ameno. Just. Sorry, I've listened to the song unironically a few too many times, and I just like it. It slaps. And it's funky at the same time because the comment section's funny.
Just like Roundabout.
Roundabout I found before I got into JoJo. Like, I knew about it, like...
And then whenever you played it in OG D&D in Discord, voice chat, people were like, oh my god, I can't stop laughing because JoJo. And you're just like, I can't stop laughing because you guys make me want to die.
Well, originally I was thinking, I don't think I'm going to watch JoJo. Like, my brother and Jessica, they were both, Jessica watched it first, then was like, tapped my brother on the shoulder.
Wait a sec. We got back into, what is it?
What?
We got into JoJo when CJCT was still around. Cook juggling!
No, we didn't. That was way after the fact.
I feel like it was introduced to the group then.
It might have been mentioned, but it wasn't like a genuine thing. It became a genuine thing, like a proper thing, around June of 2019, I want to say. Because that was when Scott caught up, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a go. It was June or July, and like I trekked through it all from June to July. I distinctly remember because I had to watch it on my bad laptop because my iPad was also old and bad. It was before I got a new one.
And your laptop was slightly less old and bad.
Yep. And I was literally I remember just sitting there for just hours, just consuming that content. But yeah, it was 2019 that we had that, but I could have sworn it was your and my sophomore year when Seitei was still with us. She was relatively out.
Hold on. CJTC.
Oh yeah, CJTC. When she was still with us, yeah, that was way closer to 2018/2017. Like, it wasn't long after we got out here that she became a part of the group and everything. But she did not stay a part of the group for long. I forget the exact reasons, but I know it wasn't. The
reason she left is because Antonio wasn't tolerating her fucking time traveler in a medieval game. Robotic time traveler in a medieval setting.
Are we talking about the same person?
Yeah, I think I...
Okay, hang on a second.
No, it's because we were doing a gladiator.
I guess we were mistaken. I do not think we were on the same page.
I was mistaken.
Yeah. Well, I'm just trying to...
Because I did not actually know CJTC.
Oh, that... Well, I think you might have briefly interacted with her, but it wasn't anything Or no, I don't know. She was out the door relatively quickly.
I did not.
You and I didn't meet until...
I did not.
Yeah, okay. That's wacky. I forgot. You've just been a part of the gang for so long.
No. It's because as soon as the other person I was talking about left, y'all started using that term. And I'm like, what?
Oh, no. We've been using that term. We just kind of kicked it up a notch, I think. Maybe. But yeah, no. I can't believe... I cannot believe that misunderstanding came about.
10 whole minutes using the wrong name.
We've done worse. The first episode of the podcast was almost exclusively us using our real names. I thought about just saying, let's just stick with it.
Okay, either we really, really hate someone, or they're our friends when they have an alt name.
I think that protecting someone's identity is the best way to go about this, not because, don't want harassment or don't... I don't know exactly why people don't... I don't really know why we need to care. We don't exactly have a big audience to pander to or, protect people from. So, it doesn't really matter. But at the same time, it's a courtesy thing.
Uh-huh. And it's also funny because, Aaron and Randy, instead of in
and boop instead of Scott.
Or instead of Jessica.
Mm-hmm. I think you might have said one of our friends' names, but I don't know if that was, when we had the mute.
It was not when we had the mute. I'm so sorry, Scott.
You're just did I do that?
I said it, and about 3 seconds later, I'm like, oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay. And I don't know his alt name either.
It's okay. Oh, wait, I think we just decided to call him Skull.
Skull.
Yeah, because on Instagram, he's Skull the Cosmic One.
Yeah, maybe. We just gave out an Instagram, goddamn.
We're shouting him out.
Yeah, check him out. He posts the funny sometimes.
Good man. And one of our friends is also a new uncle. That's funky to think about.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you're also an uncle, but you mentioned...
I've been an uncle for a long time, and that's not a good rabbit hole to jump into.
Yeah, so for the sake of conversation...
Stop.
Yep.
I don't want to talk about it, man.
It's
just messed up.
We're not going to talk about it. Take a deep breath.
They're literally on the farm.
So does Scott.
Yeah. It's not a matter of, they're on the great big farm in the sky or anything like that. They're literally working on a farm.
I see. Well, we'll take a step back and, what conversational topic are we,
Let's see. Wow, we've been talking for quite a while.
Yeah, this has been one of
I only looked at time twice. This has been one of our faster episodes for us, I bet.
And it's definitely one of our more high energy ones, which is good. I don't think we've had one of these.
Which is surprising considering I've been up for 30 hours.
Why? Why do you not sleep, child?
You ask the same question every time.
Yes, because I just...
the answer.
Because you, Dimma, don't feel like it. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna lie. Last night, after building a monitor stand and just lying in bed, I thought about just not sleeping. But, You
live with someone else in your room, so...
Yeah, I do not have a situation that benefit such a lifestyle. But, you know, I wouldn't have done anything meaningful because it would have been just monitor calibration throughout the night.
Well, that is pretty meaningful. So that it's not doing the stupid angle thing.
And look at this. Do you see it? Look at this one is brighter than this one for some reason, and they have the same settings.
Oh my god.
I literally have no idea why that's the case.
Because cheap panel design, man.
I don't know, like, color-wise and everything at all is good.
It's because one of the backlights is stronger, I bet.
Mm-hmm. And it hurts my bones a little.
I haven't figured out how one of us is dying yet.
It's just something we think about. I got it.
Oh yeah? Do you have it?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, well I guess I'll leave you to it when the time comes.
Yeah, you're just like, I trust you with this, old friend.
Old friend? We're friends till the end, friend.
Of course. What was I gonna say? Dang it. Okay, which one of these episodes are we going to have Scott on for? Because I think that we just need to bring him on at this point. Him being on is a necessity, not a suggestion anymore.
Yeah. Well, not this one, because he's out driving with Jessica.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're just going, exploring the vistas.
Watch, this one has comments with fanfics about Jessica and Scott.
I thought you said comments.
Come.
Coom Eternal. Oh yeah, the second Doom Eternal DLC comes out. I think tomorrow.
Nice.
I was hoping to have later. I want to make it through a Nightmare playthrough, or not Nightmare, Ultraviolence playthrough of Eternal before I give what's it called a shot.
I see. Considering how you were struggling on Hurt Me Plenty, Ultraviolence is gonna suck.
Well, it's not that okay. Sometimes I've started to where I get into the zone with Eternal more often. It's just a lot of it is just overcoming the barrier of switching from controller to keyboard. Because, like, a lot of the struggling early on in the game purely came from the fact that I did not have my key bindings customized and I did not know where I wanted everything. Because now I pretty much have it.
I see. I got used to keyboard and mouse really quickly because Minecraft was really fun.
You just master keyboard and mouse because of the power of Minecraft.
Also the power of 3 frames per second. It was great.
Is it really that bad?
It was.
I see.
You know, back when I had my shitbox computer and hadn't upgraded it yet.
I see.
Man. Can't believe that I saw 100 frames per second.
It sounds beautiful.
For
some reason, I can't really go too high with Eternal on mine. I have a 2600. Airway down.
2060.
Yeah, 2060. My brain stopped for a second.
2600.
My brain stopped for a second.
What is this? An RX?
Listen, don't worry about it too much. I'm not thinking. It'd be that way, you know.
I know all about that. I'm finding it hard to think at the moment.
I see.
I'm also finding it hard to keep my eyes open, which is going to be funny when I walk home from the CVS.
We could just take the Jeep with us, and sure, it would be inconvenient.
Yes.
But you don't have to wander home at night.
Well, I have to go to CVS. It's not wandering. I have a set path,
You are tired. You are tired, son.
I'm not that.
Let us give you a ride.
It hasn't been 50 hours yet.
Don't make it 50 hours. You better sleep tonight.
I will.
Very good. I don't like to badger you about this sort of stuff, but at the same time, it's like, comrade, it does not do good to stay up so late. It does not do good to stay up a day. For what do you gain?
Schedule.
But you could have slept last night, and then you'd been fine today.
No. You know why?
Why?
I felt sleepy at 9 a.m. Oh, no. I know exactly why. Because I did the same shit yesterday.
Oh.
And I fell asleep right before Cyberpunk Red, which is kind of sad. Because, I wanted to play.
That's unfortunate. I was a bit too busy dealing with, the work. Man.
Pretty much as soon as you went in, I fell asleep.
Yeah, I just walked in the door and they're just like, all right then, get to work, funny man.
Oh, wait, hold on. I haven't been asleep for 30. Because I woke up at 2 a.m. It hasn't even been 24.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not that finished.
However, you're borderline spent. It seems like.
I'm not in the negatives.
Nice.
That's what I'll give myself.
But are you less than 10?
Probably.
That's still no good, my good man.
Okay. So I'm trying to do more maths because
What was I gonna say?
8, going on 19 hours now.
Nice. Oh yeah, this piece of paper here reminded me. I get to study because tomorrow I take a test to become an official shift lead, and my pay goes up.
Nice.
I'm making the bread, my man.
Oh hey, want to know something sad? I found out how much my raise was for accepting a new shift.
How much was it?
15 cents.
15?
Yep, 15.
Ain't even enough to buy a cup of coffee with, my man.
In other words, nothing.
For work schedule.
And also accepting a shift that has nobody on it.
Yikes. Well, I mean, is it busy from 9 to 5?
Busy.
I'd imagine it would peter out, though, at, like, midnight.
No, not at all. Oh, and right before we close, that's when we get the most business.
Really?
Because people know we're going to close. They're rolling up like, oh shit, McDaniels.
But what are people out at, like, 5 in the morning for? Like, well, okay, never mind. I forget that at some point it stopped being the late night crowd and starts being...
What are they out for at 3 a.m.?
Yeah, that's a better way because it just... At some point it cycles to early morning people who have a work commute to do and just want some McNuggets. Or a McBiscuit.
You can't get nuggets in the morning, silly.
You can't?
No.
Because I sworn I'd done it before. Did they change the Nugs policy?
It's just our McDonald's doesn't do breakfast during lunch or lunch during breakfast.
Huh, that sucks.
Maybe you got it from a different restaurant.
I thought McDonald's did lunch all day. Or not lunch all day, breakfast all day.
I think some of them do.
That's unfortunate. They should all do that. That's sometimes I want a sausage biscuit.
It's fucking ridiculously difficult to pull off. And why do you want biscuits from McDonald's? They're dry as shit.
Yeah, but okay.
We butter them, but they're still dry as shit.
They're not that bad. Plus, also, frame of reference.
Okay. When you can get a McMuffin, why are you getting a sausage biscuit?
I don't want a McMuffin. I like sausage biscuits. Also, whenever we'd go for, like, a trip, like, we as a family would go for, like, a trip, like, on the way there, we'd stop for sausage biscuits. So it's like, it's a bit of that, And I'm fine with it. It's one of those things. Alabama had almost nothing. It exclusively had the fast food chains you could find in some, like, you could find it in the desert. There's a McDonald's in the desert, I'm almost sure of it.
Yeah, probably.
In the middle of nowhere. Things like that. Fast food chains you could find most anywhere.
No. They found a Dollar General in the desert. You know why? Because McDonald's, not even Ronald McDonald, is that fucking stupid.
Dollar Generals aren't made, they spawn. You know this. Let's be honest here. And I'm almost certain all Dollar Generals are vaguely connected through some sort of temporal realm.
That's why they all look so similar.
Of course. It's the same building. They all have, like, the same stains, the same
whenever
staff.
You walk into a Dollar General, you're just past a Donktown General. You're just walking through an interdimensional portal.
Yeah. The Dollar General is merely the vessel. The location within is the temporal realm. Because you've been into a Dollar General. It feels weird in there. Like, right? It's not like feels like deals or something like that. It just feels strange to be in there. Like the AC, the vibe. It feels removed from the world. Let's go to a Dollar General and record the podcast. They're just like, please leave.
Remember when we recorded the podcast from the Valero bathroom purgatory?
Yeah, that was fun.
That was beautiful.
Man. Today's hits and...
I need to shit! Oh my god, that was so good.
Out here struggling. Oh yeah, I don't know what it was that popped this back into my head, but Kaguya-sama.
Oh yeah.
The ABCs of love. My word, is this arc handled well.
Yeah, it's funny.
And then they did it anyway.
We got carried away. It did it anyway.
Oh no. We held hands before marriage. I ate a whole roll of Oreos again.
Oh my god.
Good content. I just like...
Yeah.
I like the message put out by that. You know, it's like, it's when you're ready. You know, it's not about, you know...
Turns out she was ready.
Knees are weak, arms are heavy. Forget what I said, my body's ready.
Oh my god. I just love how Shirogane was just ready to hold off, and she's like, you know what? Nah.
Shirogane. It's just class upgrade. Gentlemen. And then suddenly, you know, they got carried away. Class downgrade. Scum.
Scum! No.
Oh no, we shouldn't be using...
me.
We should be careful using names, because Scott likes Kaguya-sama, love is war. We should be careful. Tread lightly, friend. Okay, we'll say A and B. A is for the man, the myth, and the legend. B is for the woman, the width, and the witch.
The width and the witch.
The width and the witch. Sometimes my brain makes the funny. I'm happy of that. The woman, the width, and the legend.
Sometimes you just have to look at the Legend 27. You have to look at the legend.
Oh man, the woman, the width, the legend.
The wedgie.
Wedgies. But yeah.
Ouija.
I don't know. I'm torn because on the one hand, the content we're getting from Kaguya-sama is great. But on the other hand, I want to see more Ishigami.
I don't know, man. Ishigami got his character arc.
I want more character arcs.
He doesn't need any more.
I know, but I like watching
his
character do.
He knows the Pagne, and knows that he'd do it all again.
Yeah. He knows the what?
The Pagne. The pain. You know, without the sham.
The Pagne. Pagne Amadai. No, it's Amidala, but I don't know how to...
Amadai! Thank you forever. What? No! That's so good.
I love the lead into that. It's just wonderful.
You can insert these memes into anything.
Nope. Full confidence. Dies. No confidence.
Have confidence. Oh, no confidence.
No, I
love applying this whenever I'm just watching something, and it's just a character, you know, does something, and I'm like, have confidence, have confidence, and then they fail, and I'm like, oh, no confidence.
No, I've watched the original clip a lot of times, and she literally's like, full confidence, and then she dies, and she immediately, no stuttering, just immediately just, no confidence.
It's like she was planning for it all along.
She's
wonderful. 20 steps ahead of us.
I am 4 multiverses ahead of you.
What's that context, man? I gotta watch that.
It's literally, I don't know what the video is from, but it's the original image is just this picture of Mario, and he's really buff. But I think the proper wording is, I am 4 parallel universes ahead of you.
4 parallel universes?
You cannot touch me!
Doyan.
Da-dum.
Doyan.
Dojan.
Dojan. Just imitating the funny man TM.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, apparently, okay. One of the biggest mysteries of Jojolian, someone found a similarity to another character, and it's one of my theories. I'm just getting food for theories. I'm happy. I have but there's also this raining theory that I have that apparently is spread to other servers. I'm making the rounds, but I don't think my name's attached to it, and it kind of causes me more than a little bit of pain.
No. I know that I ended up starting something for about a week. It was like Cool Beans. Because if you scroll way down on my Instagram, you'll find a post where it's like it's like Cool Beans with funky text out of Microsoft PowerPoint.
Yeah.
And then it's 15 beans with sunglasses on.
Okay, then. Cool.
And they're arranged in a grid.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
I'm a follower. I'm a fan. But go on, what do you mean?
And then I saw it somewhere else, except it was a different edit. Yeah, and I'm like, ooh.
Have you seen more? What happens if we type in cool beans? Let's find out live on the podcast. Remember when you were making out with your... Oh, wait. Barry. Remember when you were making out with your first girlfriend?
And she came, and you came right as she touched your leg.
It was me, Barry. I jerked you off at super speed, so it makes you seem
like you come to just a women touch.
Oh, God, I botched it.
Oh. I do not think that it is anything.
It was just on Instagram. It was, localized. But I ended up starting something. I'm like, yep, that's me.
I was hoping it'd be wildfire. We'd, bear witness to something great.
Yeah, but instead we just saw a whole bunch of just regular-ass pictures.
Yeah, those came right from Facebook. You can't convince me otherwise. It was the same formatting and sort of semi-minimalism style that comes from Facebook.
Oh, you know what I remember?
What'd you remember?
I took a picture of it. I took a picture of a computer screen with my phone. So it looks super cursed. It was freaking awesome.
Cool beans.
That's why it looks so shitty.
Nice. There's a grid on it. Nope, that's computer screen. Oh, man.
Oh, is that what you used to align the beans? No, that's just the computer screen.
So you used it to align the beans.
No.
So you used the stones to destroy the stones, is what I'm hearing.
I used the cock to destroy the cock.
What?
You heard me.
I don't understand, though.
It's called docking.
No.
Oh my god. Can't believe I learned that freshman year from a man named David.
Well, the man does not have any affiliation with this cast.
There are a whole shit ton of Davids.
Yeah, it's kind of a common name.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go ahead and come up with a fucking alt name for him on the spot.
It'd be like if I said, Arthur. Show us your hentai.
Alright, Dutch, let's see what I can pull out.
And then,
big titties, fat ass.
Some of the bits that you do randomly pop into my head at the worst of times. I'll just be making waffle chips and big
titties, fat ass.
Like Jennifer Lawrence. Just Toto has entered the chat. Oh no, we were just making a joke. Toto has left the chat.
My type is girls like Jennifer Lawrence.
Oh yeah, what do you think of Gojo Satoru?
Beautiful. His power is infinite. Not even episode 4 and he's already uncovered his eyes and it's just like whoosh.
I just love it. I love the touch my hand. Hora, hora. Hora,
no
hora.
hostility.
Hora, hora. And then
he just stopped.
Pardon the... It just immediately was just like, huh? Yeah, go on. Touch it. And he's what was the guy's name? Jogo? I want to say? He's just like, I'm not comfortable anymore. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined.
It's ruined.
Mm-hmm.
My day I can't emotionally recover from this.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years since this game called Elden Ring was revealed, and there's been one dude who has been like for almost a year been putting out Elden Ring updates, where he's just like says his name, host of the Elden Ring updates. There is no new news about Elden Ring today. And that has been your Elden Ring news for today. And each video is 20 seconds long and there's over 200 of them. He's literally just kept up with it day by day. And it's impressive the dedication that the man has.
It's great. Were people excited for it when it got announced?
Oh yeah, it's a new From Software game. And recently some like footage came out that was basically budget type of footage, as in finance this game please type stuff. And there's been rumors for months, like substantial rumors that's like, oh, gameplay reveal coming soon, something new coming soon, it exists, and they're like, new rumor has it is that the reveal has been pushed back because it was leaked, and because the footage was very clearly just like placeholder stuff, like, this is a game that we're making, look at it, that kind of thing.
Look at these mechanics.
Look at these polygons. That kind of thing. And it's kind of the... It's kind of the case of it's like, it's not the final product, so I guess we're waiting. I'm going to be just sitting on my knees for a bit longer.
And because you're not Japanese, and you're not sucking cock, it's gonna hurt.
I guess... okay, jumping ship quickly. How's Wu Tao? Are you keeping up with her?
I tried her out. She's not fully leveled yet, so I haven't switched her in.
I see.
Oh yeah, one of my only 3 5-star weapons is a spear.
Ah.
So, I have a spear for Wu Tao.
Nice.
And I have a sword for Beidou. Yes.
Nice.
And let's see, what else do I have? I don't know. All I know is that I got the weapons.
Very cool. I didn't pull her. And it just hurts me more than words can express, because it's like, I wanted her. I pulled for over 20 times, and it just never once. I got one frosty dude, but what the rest of them? Weapons. And it just hurts, you know?
I know exactly what you mean.
I just kind of instantly went back to burnout mode. Because it just kind of ground my bones that, I worked hard, burned through quests and everything, and it wasn't enough.
It's just unfucking fortunate. I don't even know why I sent it to you. I knew you were trying so hard. I'm just like, bro, I got it. First, 10 pools, and you're like, what?
I was like, good for you, as I'm crying blood.
No, you're fucking crying engine oil like a Lancia Delta 4 engine.
I don't know what that is.
We were just racing those cars in the video game.
Do you think... Okay, listen, I paid attention to how the car vroomed and looked, not what it was named.
Unfortunate. You ought to at least do that much, because you can't be like, oh yes, I'm racing ugly rally car.
I mean, it looked nice.
It did. I'm making fun of rally cars,
yes.
though.
I don't know. Most of the time, it's just, yes. Ker kuruma desu. I think that's car.
Who knows? Maybe yeah.
Yeah. Scott, I believe you mean.
Yeah, that man. Maybe he knows, or maybe Jessica.
Yeah, one of the two of them. Yeah, I think it's Kuruma. I was thinking it was either that or Furuma, but I'm almost certain it's Kuruma. And then Scott's just going to tell me that I've got it dead wrong in the whatchamacallits. In the edits.
He's gonna be like, Johnny, Nidus. Nidus. Nidus.
I don't know. Oh yeah, quick question. How did the display colors look to you? Do they look wonky? Or do they just look nice?
They look fine. I don't really have an eye for, how display colors look, because I've been playing video games on a TV for a long time,
and
I have my backlight set to off.
All right then.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean?
Like, I have my backlight set to off. I don't have a backlight because it hurts my eyes.
Oh, well, dang. Can you do that with it? Okay, is that with the TV or with a laptop?
TV.
Okay.
Because if I had it on, it'd produce more light.
I did not know that you could do that.
I mean, it's like really buried in there because you're like kind of not supposed to, because in the image it looks like shit.
You just open your TV and pull out the backlight. There we go, got it. Why don't you just turn down the brightness?
I did, and it wasn't enough.
Are your eyes okay, or is it just that you sit in such a dark environment?
It's that, and also I sit really close to the TV.
Sit back from the TV.
It's on my desk.
Lie in your bed.
How will I use mouse and keyboard?
Get a wireless option.
I have wireless option. I don't have a freaking place to put it.
Again, lie on your bed. There are ways around this, Randy.
Mouse my bed.
Sure you can.
It's not a pad, Mr.
Then get a pad.
Mr. Double A-Ron.
Double A-Ron.
Double A.
Double A-Ron.
Double A battery looking at.
The old yee pursuing.
Why can I imagine Franklin's friend telling him to start pursuing some bitches?
Maybe you start pursuing.
Maybe if you pursued that yee-ass haircut, you get some bitches on your dick.
I don't know why, but that phrase just stands out to me as bizarre yet funny.
Pursue some bitches.
That and the other one.
Maybe you got rid of that yee-ass haircut.
Go ahead. Roast me.
Well.
Why don't you roast me, Randy?
Why don't you pursue that roast?
And then I trip over a coffee table. Mm-hmm. Break my legs.
Why a table? No, you trip over the pot.
It's a reference, my friend.
I see. I don't get it.
There's a shortcut to get.
You're not supposed to get it.
Well, not yet, at least. But your kids are gonna love it.
And then I'm going to come back from the grave and kill you for pushing it onto them.
I'm not pushing it onto anybody. I just strongly suggest. Do you disagree, sir?
Oh, God. Oh, God!
Randy, you cleared your search history, right? You didn't, look up anything bad, did you?
Hold on. Let me make sure.
Because why do I hear choppers? And why are there thundering footsteps coming up the stairs?
Hold on. Oh, shit. There it is. FBI van number 2.
Oh, no. Oh, no. They pursued Randy. Can't have anything on tangents.